A lesson plan, an introduction to the annual report, presented by Scott Nightenbach. Today's lesson plan is based on the Colorado Career and Technical Education Finance Accounting Standard FIAC.01.04, Financial Reports. Develop an understanding and working knowledge of an annual report and financial statement. The lesson plan is additionally geared to Standard 2, Paragraph A of the National Educational Technology Standard, which reads, teachers are to design or adapt relevant learning experiences that incorporate digital tools and resources to promote student learning and creativity. What purpose does the annual report of a publicly traded company serve potential investors, lenders, and shareholders, and how do the financial statements impact their decision making? This is the question that will direct our learning objectives over this unit. Unit objectives are somewhat multifaceted in that students will gain a working knowledge of the annual report for a publicly traded enterprise, allowing them to interpret the factors that impact this report. Students will identify the components of the balance sheet, income statement, and statement of cash flows. Students will additionally utilize financial ratios generated from company financial statements, as well as seek out and research external information outside the annual report, utilizing 21st century skills and technologies that aid in the investment decision. The lesson objectives include 4 phases. 1. Grading students on the board is the accounting equation, which states assets equal liabilities plus equity. This will get the students thinking about the formula and will begin to draw on their prior knowledge. A class discussion will begin to further extend their prior knowledge, focusing on the accounting equation and then moving to new concepts that include the annual report, income, expense, and cash flow. Third, students will transition to an activity-forming small groups of 4, where students will investigate the new concepts and informally present their findings to the class. And fourth, prior to the class's end, students will be required to complete a quick write describing their understanding of the annual report. Assessment is a critical and ongoing function of teaching. Assessing the first lesson will include 1. Prior knowledge assessment from observing classroom discussions, attempting to extend existing knowledge while introducing new concepts. 2. Observing small group discussion topics to see if students have a grasp on the newly introduced concepts. And 3. A quick write at the class's end, requesting students to informally write down their thoughts and understanding of the annual report. The activity. The students will transition into groups of 4 where they will combine their individual experiences and prior knowledge to investigate the newly introduced concepts. They will be asked to research and find examples of business assets, liabilities, equity, and annual reports. Each group is required to research and find one illustration for assets, liabilities, and the annual report. Additionally, they will be asked to find one video related to owner's equity, a more difficult concept. 3. Each group will be required to give a brief and informal presentation, mostly to note and compare what they found and to experience the vast contrast of their findings. The activity is the fertilizer that helps a student's knowledge grow. It's what makes a lesson fun. It gets them out of their seats and allows them to move around. They are able to converse with their peers, they can share their experiences and learn from others' experiences. They are free to speculate, explore, make mistakes, grow, and find success. The activity creates an engaging environment that incubates knowledge.